Chapter 7 Sound Learning Objectives. Know how sound is produced. Learn the characteristics of sound. Explain how sound travels. Understand about loudness, pitch, and quality of the sound. Understand the difference between music and noise. Learn about the functions of the human ear. Know about the reflection and absorption of sound. Understand about noise pollution and its abatement. In nature, different kinds of sounds are produced by various living organisms and non-living things. For example, animals, birds, reptiles, etc. all produce different kinds of sounds. Thunder, rain, patter, running water, etc. produce different kinds of sounds. Some sounds are pleasant to hear while others are unpleasant. You might have heard the sound of lion in a zoo and also the sound of a mosquito. Each sound has its own characteristic depending on the organism or object producing it. Sound is the most important way to communicate between the living organisms. How is sound produced? Sound is produced due to vibration. Vibration is the frequent to and fro movement. Vibration is the movement to and fro. Vibration is the frequent to and fro movement of a body about its mean position. The vibration occurs mainly due to four reasons, namely beating, rubbing, blowing, and bulking. For example, first, take a plastic or wooden scale and hold its one end firmly on the table by putting some weight on it, like the free end of the scale. The scale will vibrate and produce a humming sound. Second, attach one end of a rubber band to a fixed position or in your mouth. Hold the other end with your hand. Now stretch it, pull it at the middle and release it. Vibrations will take place and sound will be produced. Third, strike a tuning fork on a rubber pad and bring it near your ear. You will hear a sound because of vibrations. Fourth, blow across the mouth of an empty or partially filled water bottle. You will get different sounds from them depending on the level of water in the bottle. Vibrations. The sound is produced by the vibrations of objects or bodies. Sound is produced only when there are vibrations. As soon as vibrations stop, the sound also stops. The vibrating bodies may be stressed, skin, drums, stretched, string, guitar, or air columns in pipe, flute, or the vocal cords of living organisms. The slower vibrations are known as oscillations. All vibrations have to and fro movement about the mean position. Slower vibrations are obtained from an arrangement called pendulum. A simple pendulum consists of a thread attached from one end to a fixed object and the other free end to a small weight object, ball. When the object is given a push, it will swing to and fro about the mean position. The mean position is about the straight line of the thread hanging downward from a fixed object. Generally, the slower vibrations are called oscillations and the fast oscillations are called vibrations, which produce the sound. There are three important characteristics of vibrations. These are A. Amplitude, B. Time period, C. Frequency. Amplitude. Amplitude is the maximum displacement of a vibrating body from its mean position on either side. In the given figure, CD is the amplitude of vibration. One can increase and decrease the amplitude of vibration by increasing or decreasing the pulling height of the string. Time period. The time taken by a vibrating body for one complete vibration to and fro is known as the time period of vibration. Frequency. The number of vibrations, complete oscillations, made by the vibrating body per second is called the frequency of vibration. The SI unit of frequency is hertz. For example, if a vibrating object makes 100 vibrations per second, the frequency is 100 hertz. The audible frequency range of human beings is 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. The sounds with frequencies more than 20 Hz are called ultrasonic sounds. The sounds with frequencies below 20 Hz are called infrasonic sounds. The ultrasonic and infrasonic sounds are not audible to humans. Propagation of sound. Sound is produced by a vibrating body. It is also a form of energy. When an object vibrates, it makes the adjacent air molecules vibrate with the same frequency. This in turn passes on the energy or vibration of the other molecules. Thus, the sound travels in all directions. Sound travels in the form of waves, and each wave is characterized by its amplitude, time period, and frequency. Sound needs a medium for propagation. The medium of propagation of sound is either solid or liquid or gas. Sound cannot propagate in vacuum because the vacuum does not have any molecules to carry forward the vibrations. Sound is produced only due to vibrations. Characteristics of sound. The different living organisms, different molecule, different musical instruments, and different objects produce different sounds because the sound waves produced by the above different objects have different amplitudes and frequencies. Each type of sound is characterized by three important properties known as: first, loudness; second, pitch; third, quality. Loudness. Loudness is the measure of heaviness of the sound, which depends on the amplitude of the vibrations. Vibrations of large amplitude produce loud sounds. Vibrations of small amplitude produce soft and low sounds. Even when two sounds have same frequencies, the sound with larger amplitude will be louder than the sound with smaller amplitude. The loudness of sound produced by a vibrating object depends on the force extracted to produce the vibrations. The greater the force extracted to produce the vibrations, the greater is the amplitude of vibrations. The greater the amplitude of vibration, the louder is the sound. The loudness is related to the intensity of sound. The intensity of sound is the amount of sound energy that flows normally per unit area across the surface at a given point of time. Intensity is measured in watts per meter square. It is also expressed in decibels, dB. 10 to the power minus 11 watt per meter square is equals to 10 dB. The maximum intensity we can tolerate is 120 dB. The weakest sound corresponding to 0 dB cannot be heard. The sound with an intensity of 140 dB produces pain in the ear. Pitch. Pitch is the measure of shrillness of a sound. The higher the pitch, the higher is the shrillness. Pitch depends upon the frequency of vibration of sound. A high-pitched sound has a high frequency and a low-pitched sound has a low frequency. For example, the voice of women, mosquitoes, etc. are high-pitched sounds having high frequency. The low-pitch or low-frequency voices are the lions, men, etc. In case of musical instruments, the thinner string has the higher frequency than that of thicker string. The longer string has the lower frequency than a shorter string. The greater the tightness of a string, the higher is the frequency. Differences between loudness and pitch. Loudness, pitch. First, it depends on amplitude. It depends on frequency. Second, it measures the heaviness of sound. It measures shrillness of sound. Third, it is determined by the amount of sound energy received by the ears in unit time. It does not depend on the energy received by the ear. In case of living organisms, short ear columns have higher frequency which produce shrill voice. The long ear columns have lower frequency, so the pitch is also lower. Quality. Quality is the characteristic of the sound by which one can distinguish between two notes of the same intensity and pitch produced by two different objects like violin and sitar. Music and noise. The pleasant sounds are called music and unpleasant sounds are called noise. Music is produced from regular vibrations. Noise is produced from irregular vibrations. In musical scale, there are 8 notes known as octave. These notes are in order of increasing frequencies such as sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, sa. Indian, do, re, mi, pa, so, la, ti, do. Western, the first note can be of any frequency known as fundamental frequency, but the other notes must have the frequencies in a definite relation to the first frequency. Besides the first one, the other frequencies are called harmony. The other frequencies are called harmony. Musical instruments. All the musical instruments are classified into three main categories as: first, stringed instruments; second, wind instruments; third, percussion instruments. Stringed instruments. The stringed instruments produce sound when the strings are plucked, struck or played with a bow. They vibrate to produce a musical sound of some particular frequency. The pitch of sound of a musical instrument can be changed by altering the length, thickness or the tightness of the string. For example, sitar, violin, veena, charot, etc. Wind instruments make use of vibrating air column. The column of air vibrates when the wind is blown. The column of air vibrates when the wind is blown into or across an instrument. In these instruments, the frequency can be changed by changing the length of air column. For example, in flute, shehnai, clarinet, nada, swaram, etc. holes are opened or closed in order to change the length of the air column. So the frequency is changed. This changes the pitch of the sound. Percussion instruments. Percussion instruments are the instruments in which vibrations of a stretched skin produces sound. When the skin is struck by skin or hand, it produces sound. The frequency of vibration can be increased or decreased by stretching or loosening the skin. The examples are dholak, tabla, mridangam, drums, etc. The pitch is altered by the threatening or slackening of the skin or membrane. Speed of sound. The speed of sound is measured as the distance covered or travelled by sound per unit time. It is expressed as speed is equals to distance upon time. Since the sound propagation occurs due to the vibration of the object and neighboring molecules, it is easier to propagate the sound in solids and liquids. This is because the molecules are closely held in the case of solids and slightly loose in the case of liquids. But in the case of gases, air, the molecules are very loosely held. Therefore, the speed of sound is greater in solids and greater in liquids than in the air. In fact, the speed of sound in air is 20 degrees Celsius is about 340 meters per second. In liquids, the speed is 1500 meter per second. And in solids, like steel, the speed of sound is 5000 meter per second. The speed of light is far more than that of sound. The speed of light is 3 multiplied 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Reflection of sound. The bouncing back of an object after hitting a solid material is known as reflection. Thus, the reflection of sound may be defined as the bouncing back of sound energy after striking a solid or hard surface. The degree of reflection of sound depends on the nature of the striking material. For example, metallic sheets are good reflectors of sound, but wood cloths, rubber, etc. are bad reflectors of sound. The bad reflectors are good absorbers of sound. Absorption of sound. When the sound energy strikes the surface of an material and you are able to hear that sound, then it is reflection. If you are not able to hear the sound, it means sound has been absorbed. The soft surfaces are bad reflectors and good absorbers of the sound. Similarly, the hard surfaces are good reflectors and bad absorbers of the sound. For example, cotton, rubber, wool, thermocols, etc. are good absorbers of sound. Noise pollution and its control. Sources of noise pollution. The sources of noise pollution are classified in two main categories. These are: first, industrial sources; second, non-industrial sources. Industrial sources. Generally, the industries expose their workers to a high level of noise for a long time duration every day. Besides the workers, the general people are also exposed to industrial noise from different industrial activities like machines which make sound while running, compressors, generators, pumps, and many other machinery tools. Non-industrial sources. Non-industrial sources of noise pollution can be broadly classified under three subgroups as: first, transport noise; second, occupational noise; third, neighborhood noise. Transport noise. The noise includes road traffic noise, rail traffic noise and aircraft noise. Occupational noise. It includes noise from machines of domestic use, such as washing machine, vacuum cleaner, etc. Neighborhood noise. This includes noise from TV, radios, loudspeakers, etc. Effects of noise pollution. 0 decibels. 0 dB is the threshold of hearing, whereas 65 dB is the noise level for conversation heard at a distance of 1 meter, and 85 dB is considered loud enough to cause damage to the ear. 125 dB gives the sensation of pain in the ears, and 140 dB is considered as the pain threshold. 150 dB sound might kill a human being. The effect of noise on human beings can be summarized as pathological or physiological disorders. Auditory effects: hearing less, auditory trauma, speech interference, physical and mental stress and disorders, increase in blood pressure, and in case of children, signs of behavioral disorder. Dilation of the pupils of eyes. Breathing rate may be affected. Blood vessels may constrict. Movement in digestive canal is disturbed. Granular secretion may be affected. Control of noise pollution. Noise pollution can be controlled by the following possible ways. First, reducing the sound produced. This can be done by shifting the industries away from the residential areas to non-residential areas. Railway stations, airports, and other noise-producing sectors should be constructed far away from human settlements. With new technology, soundless machines should be used. Loud music and unnecessary use of generators should be discouraged. The old machines should be maintained and lubricated properly. Second, interrupting the path of the sound. Noise-free zones should be created by cultivating green belts around the industries. Sound barriers like carpets, walls should be erected in the way of sound. Third, protecting the recipients. Buildings must be made soundproof. People working in industries should wear earplugs. Noise standards. Standards have been let down for noise level in different areas. Silence zones are the areas of 100 meters around hospitals, courts, schools, and other industries. Honkings of vehicle horns, bursting crackers, using loudspeakers, and loud voice of hawkers selling their wares is prohibited in silence zone. The noise level has to be kept within 50 dB limit. Summary. Sound is produced by vibrations and it is a form of energy. Sound waves can pass through the solid, liquid, and gas. It cannot move in vacuum. The characteristics of sound are amplitude, frequency, and time period. The frequency of sound is the number of vibrations occurring per second. Amplitude of vibration is the extent of vibration from the mean position. Time period of vibration is the time taken from one complete vibration. The unit of frequency is Hz, Hz. Sound travels in all directions. Sound is characterized by pitch, loudness, and quality. The higher the amplitude, greater the loudness. The higher the frequency, greater the pitch. The speed of sound is greatest in solids and greater in the liquids than the gases. Quality of a sound gives it distinctiveness because the ununiqueness of shapes and designs of sound-producing objects. Higher frequency sound is called ultrasonic and lower frequency sound is called infrasonic. Reflection of sound occurs on a hard and plane surface. Absorption of sound occurs on soft surface. Unpleasant sound is called noise. The pleasant sound is called music. There are 3 types of musical instruments, such as strings, wind, and percussion instruments. Noise pollution has effects on human beings such as physically disorder, auditory effects, physical and mental damage, dilation of pupils of eyes, etc.